Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so we're having an emergency eyeshadow meeting here, okay? As you can tell by the title of today's video, I want to talk about my Beauty A to Z eyeshadow palette and my Project Level Up. Both of these I literally just updated, and I don't want to wait until the next update to tell you what's going on. So I'm inserting this special edition update. So let's start with the Project Level Up because that's actually the easiest. I initially had brought in the Sweet Pinks palette from Juvia's Place. I've used each shade probably 2 or 3 times. The issue is I'm working on pinks in the Margarita palette and in my Red Velvet Cupcake palette. And I thought this is just way too many pinks. What I didn't have were purples. So instead of the pinks, I'm going to bring in the violets. Now, 4 of these are shimmers and 2 of them are mattes. So I'm going to at least work on the 2 shimmers. I'll probably do the whole palette like people had suggested, which I think is a good idea. I don't know which of these. I know this one possibly because I need something dark. I guess I could swatch this. So there's the top row. Oh, that swatched horribly. That wasn't a great swatch. And then there's the second row. So these 2 mattes, so again, they swatched horribly, but this is going to be a really good deepening shade, and this one will be really good to buff it out. I don't know which shimmers I'll do. I probably not this, I don't know. I'll have to play around with it and swatch it with my other ones. And when we talk about, oh, is this gonna work? So I just think this is gonna work a little bit better for me than the Sweet Pinks were, because again, I'm painting a ton of pinks, but I don't have any purple mattes, and I have several purple shades and even more now that we're gonna talk about that in just a second. So if you're unfamiliar with Project Level Up, I will try to leave both of my last updates either in the cards or in the description box. It's a project that was created by Sophie Alexandria, and it's basically kind of like no pan left behind, pan those eyeshadows, pan that palette. You basically, whatever level you're on, you can go 1 through 5 or you can go more. This is my level 5. You have to use each shade in the palette 5 times, and you have to pan on 5 shades. So I know Juvia's Place palettes are notorious for taking forever, and that's actually okay. I'm not going to rush through level 5. Like I said, I'm going to show you that I do have some purples. Hold on, my mouth is really dry. I have quite a few purples that I'm going to need some mattes to go with. So I think this will work. Okay, so speaking of purples, I mentioned in my Beauty A to Z update that I was going to pull out the letters that I already used, and I was going to put them away and just kind of consolidate palettes. And the more I thought about it I was like, you know what? I think I want to refresh this project. So what I've done is I have picked out new shades for all the products, all the letters I'd already hit pan on. So basically, I'm bringing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 new shades. So this is for Beauty A to Z. Beauty A to Z is a Fantastic Ladies collab. Jessica, Dana, and I are doing all eyeshadows. There was someone else who's doing all eyeshadows. Poot, I don't remember, but I think I put her in the other description box. Anyway, and my goal is just to hit pan on all those shadows. So I'd hit pan on 13. And I had 13 left to go. But I'm like, yeah, I think because my goal this year is to get as many pans and eyeshadows as I can. And I'm bringing in some shades that from palettes I've never even used before. So I'm going to walk you through each of them, give you a swatch. And yeah, so let's start with the A to, I think this is A to P, actually. So A, B, C are same. This is D. This is Dragon Teeny from Cleona. This is from their most recent palette that I picked up, the Dragon Fruit palette. This is actually what is on my lids today. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the shift or anything, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's pulling a little bit more orange because of course the orange is a huge part of this look, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to play with that. For the letter F, we have Fruity from Glamlight's wine palette. I'll try to remember to insert an up-close picture. So this is what I mean when I'm going to need something to work with some purples. This is one of them. This one's really sparkly. That's going to be a really pretty topper shade. And again, my goal for all of these is just a hit pan. I am tracking uses. Again, I wore that Cleona shadow today. The next one, oh, this is from Give Me Glow in their Two Moods palette. This is I Glitterly Can't, and I glitterly can't with this shade. I am so excited to get some use out of this because it's just so flippin' pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? These two right here could make a beautiful eye look. All three of them would actually make a beautiful eye look. So pretty. I love them so much. We have another Give Me Glow, and a lot of these are Give Me Glows, but I own all of their singles, all of their regular shimmers, I should say, in metallics. I don't own any of their kind of multi-chromes, etc. Although I am going to get Xenon because Andrea, I'll see if I can grab a picture of it from Pretty as a Peacock, did the most beautiful eye look with that color, and I'm like, I need it. Anyway, moving on. H. H is Hex My X from Give Me Glow. This is a really kind of purpley taupey color, silver. Oh, it's just so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, seriously, I've basically just picked misty colors, and why wouldn't I? I'm happy to report I didn't add in a single new neutral. Well, maybe I did. Okay, next we have J, and that's Jelly from Give Me Glow. This is more of like a pinky purple kind of pulling color. Pulls really fuchsia or magenta, whatever you want to call it, but it does have a little bit of a flip. So again, this is Jelly. I'm going to go ahead and have all of the shades listed in the description box down below with their coordinating letter, and we'll go from there. I'll try to remember to start updating that. I'm awful at description boxes, like awful. Also lazy. Hashtag lazy. K is from Lethal. This is their shade Kindred, and this is just a single I picked up. It's also on my eye today. And it looks very similar to Dragantini, but Dragantini is a pink base, and this is a more peachy gold base, and especially with that flip. So it's really, really pretty. Ooh, love it. Love it so much. Next, for L, I have the Louvre. Is that how you say it? Louvre? Why did that just slip my head? Anyway, it's from the BH Paris palette. So this could technically be a neutral. Really pretty. You may see that palette either in Pan Those Eyeshadows or something when we get closer to the fall, because there's some deep dark blues in there I want to play with. So that's the letter L. The next one is the letter O, and this is from the Glamlight LMNO. The Glamlight is it the Dirty Martini? Yeah, the Dirty Martini palette, not planet. And this is On the Rocks. And I picked this one because it pulls a bit more turquoise. You guys know I'm working on 100 grains, but this really pulls a bit more turquoise, and it's a bit even more turquoise than like Summer Fling. Summer Fling pulls like really light blue, but I think this and Aqua Girl are going to work out beautifully together. So again, that is for the letter O. The letter P is actually from ColourPop, their Lovebird palette. This is the shade Peacock. This is actually what's like in the inner part of my eye today. It's more of like a topper shade. I think this might be a Super Shock even. It's kind of hard to tell. This is what it looks like on the finger. It's not going to show up very much because it's basically the same shade as my skin. So that is the letter P, and that's from Peacock, or it's Peacock from the Lovebird palette. Makeup eraser, erasing all the makeup off my hand. R is Red Onion from Glamelight. This may be from the mini taco palette. I honestly don't remember. But it's a beautiful shade. It's kind of similar to Jelly. I did swatch them out next to each other. This one's not quite as vibrant. But I think the two of them will either pair, like make a really pretty ombre, or this topped on top of it will be really, really pretty. So this is for R. This is Red Onion. Next, we have another ColourPop. This is from the Cherry Crush palette. This is very cherry. I really wanted to bring in a red to work with the red in my Red Velvet Cupcake palette. So there's that one. W is from the Lilac You A Lot palette from ColourPop. And this is the shadow Wake Me. Wake me up before you go. So that's it right there. And then last but not least is Y, which is Yama. So this was Yin Yang. This is the one I switched out from Clarity. So many of you gave me really great ideas how to use it, but every single time, I used it 3 different days. Every single time I put it on my eye look, no matter what the mattes were, it pulled gray every single time. And I was like, yeah, nope. So I changed it. So anyway, Y is Yama, and it's from the Natasha Denona Zendo palette. It is kind of a goldy, coppery color. I guess I did bring in a neutral. Misty, you lying liar who lies. This is it right there. So a total kind of halfway refresh of the Beauty A to Z project. Like I mentioned, my goal with all of these is just to hit pan. However, if I don't manage to do that by the end of the year, I'm not going to be disappointed. My main focus is going to be hitting pan on the original 13 that are left. So let me kind of walk you through those real quick. We have Anastasia, so Give Me Glow, Anastasia, Ballerina, Cream Lace. This is Eclipse from Vanny, which is a glitter. We have Nebula, which is a Vanny from Glitter. This is Mixed Feelings from Clarity. This is, no, that's Jelly, duh. M, this is Mixed Feelings from Clarity. This is Nebula from Vanny Cosmetics. We have Aqua Girl from Give Me Glow. We have Spring Fling from Give Me Row. RST, this is Toxic Trait from Clarity. Ultraviolence from Give Me Glow. This is Extra Lit from the Glamelight Chocolate Martini palette. And this is La Louise Mava. This is the one that's from the Nomad Cartagena Mexico palette. And my goal is to hit pan. And these down here are in different projects. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think of this craziness in the description box, or I mean in the comments down below. Like I said, I'll try to remember to post those videos. If I don't, because let me tell you, I am on the verge of a migraine. This is day 2. I think I mentioned it in another video. Yesterday, I got a headache. I started feeling really sick to my stomach. Took some meds, went to bed, woke up this morning, felt a little better, but as the day has gone on, I'm not feeling my best. So if I forget, there's a playlist for both of them on my channel. But that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. I hope you'll consider subscribing here if you haven't already. Follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Misty Pans. Have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. This emergency eyeshadow meeting